I'm Ken Holloway, and I'm your golf coach buddy. Thanks for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to do part 2 of what it takes for Tiger to beat Jack's record at the major and become the undisputed greatest golfer of all time. So if you're a fan of Tiger like I am, we're going to have a lot of fun with this, and you want to be sure to watch it to the end so you get all the information. Now, I want to say, before we talk about Tiger, I do want to talk about Jack. And the reason I say that is because I'm a big fan. If you love golf, you gotta love Jack Nicklaus. He's been around, he's well into his 80s, he's still teeing it up. He's won more majors than anyone, he's entered more than anyone. He teed up in the majors for over 50 years. And so he's a great golfer, he's a great athlete, he's a great golf course designer, he's a great ambassador of the sport, he's a dedicated family man, a solid business professional, and I cannot say enough good things about Jack Nicklaus. All that being said, I do want to tell you though that most of Jack's career was before my time. So that's why I'm not a bigger fan than I am, because most of his wins were back in the 70s. And back in the 70s, all I cared about were girls and rock and roll and cars. So I wasn't into golf, I wasn't watching golf, I didn't think it was cool. And so back in the 70s and 80s, I just wasn't into golf. And that's when Jack, that was his heyday, that's when he dominated the sport. So, but his record stands, and it's looming before Tiger, and it's not going anywhere. So Tiger has his work cut out for him. So I wanted to mention that about Jack. I think he's a great guy. I'd love to meet him. I'm a huge fan, and I can't say enough good things about Jack. But I would love to see Tiger beat his record, and that's what we're going to talk about today in the videos. Okay, let's turn our attention to Tiger Woods. Now, I've been saying there's 7 things he needs to have in order to beat Jack's record at the majors. And the question before us is, can he do it? And I think the answer to that is yes. And that leaves the most important question of all is, will he do it? And that's what this video is all about. So be sure to tune in to the very end. Now, I've been saying all along that Tiger needs 7 things that he has to have in order to beat Jack's record. So let's get into that right now. The first 3 are things that Tiger already has. So let's cover those right now. He's got the body, mind, and the soul. So as I work with people as a coach, when we talk about the body, we're talking about skill set. So, you know, Tiger has all the skills. He's been honing them all of his life. And if you've ever watched Tiger play golf, you know all about that. So there's no point in getting into all the skills. But we can't talk about his injuries. And, you know, he had the big car crash in 2021. And he's had a whole host of injuries with his ankle and his knee and his back and other parts of his body. You know, he's pushed his body to unbelievable human to the nth degree. And when he won the 2008 US Open, he did the whole thing, 5 rounds of golf on a broken leg. So there's just no quitting, no give up in the man, okay? But he does have debilitating injuries, and it's questionable whether they're going to get better or worse over time. And speaking of time, Tiger is aging. He's getting older, as we all are. As I'm making this video, he's 48, and if he can heal sufficiently from his injuries, he should have several years of great golf still in his future. That's one of the reasons why I say unequivocally that he can beat Jack's record at the majors. So that covers Tiger's body for now, and then we're going to talk about his mind. And as a coach, you need mindset. And in Tiger's case, he's got all the requisite knowledge about golf. He knows everything he needs to know about how to play golf and how to do it well. Tiger has a winning attitude, which means that you know, he knows what it takes to win. And he has a positive expectation, and he knows how to bring it to the golf course. Tiger knows how to use good strategy, obviously, and in medal play or match play, Tiger has dominated the sport. And speaking of dominate, he knows how to dominate his opponents. And how many times has he lapped the field? It used to be when Tiger was had the Saturday lead, everyone else could just pack it in. And then Tiger has the strong work ethic that he got from his dad. And Tiger said in his speech at the Hall of Fame that if you don't put in the effort, then you don't deserve to win. So Tiger knows that he's got to work hard and dedicate himself to get the results that he wants. So when it comes to the mind, Tiger's got it covered, hands down. And now focus our attention on the soul. So, Tiger has the heart. He's all heart. Tiger's got a big heart. And Tiger has the courage to put it out there, to put it on the line, and to rise to the challenge, to the course under the most trying conditions, and pushing the limits of what's possible. And Tiger has the spirit of a champion. So Tiger's got the body, mind, and soul to bring it. And I wanted to establish that first. I'm going to take a quick pause. I'm going to reset the board. But just be thinking skill set, mindset, and heart. And I'll be right back to you. Okay, so we're back. I've got the board reset. Now I said he needs 7 things, and he already has 3, and we just covered them. We got mindset, skill set, and heart. So that's what Tiger's bringing to the party. Tiger could do all this by himself, but it'd be better if he had a coach. And it's the coach's job to help create the vision, to help create the plan, to help set things in motion, to help see it through, and to hold Tiger accountable to the program. So having a coach is key, really, because we're all human. Tiger's human. And what that means is we have cognitive biases, we have hurdles, we have blind spots. There's lots of parts of our life where we could really use help, and that would come from a coach, as someone you could trust, and maybe someone like your golf coach buddy. So those are the 7 things that Tiger needs in order to beat Jack's record at the majors: is a vision, a plan. He needs mindset, skill set, heart. He needs energy to put it into motion, and he needs a coach. Okay, I've reset the board, and now we're back. So if you're with me so far, we want Tiger to become the greatest golfer of all time, and we agree that he needs to have a good coach. So what are the attributes of a great coach? And that's what we're going to get into right now. So the first trait is the ideal coach would be somebody who's older than Tiger, who's been around the block, who's got lots of life experience, maybe some wisdom to go with it, someone who's really good with people, someone who's traveled a lot, someone who's accomplished a lot of things, someone that can play at Tiger's level, not golf, but everything else put together. So that would be a great trait to have for Tiger. And this up here is golf coach buddy. So if I have the trait, I'm gonna check the box. All right, the second thing is the ideal coach would know all about golf and love the game. So they know all about Tiger's career, what it takes to win, what they're up against in terms of history and injuries, you name it. Just someone that really loves golf. So I'm gonna give myself credit for that one. And obviously, a great coach would be someone who's good at it, someone who knows how to get results. Somebody who has studied with the world's best coaches like Anthony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Rich Litvin, Bob Rotella. Someone who studied and really knows how to get results. An ideal coach would be able to work with Tiger, and this is really specific to Tiger Woods, that will create a judgment-free safe zone. And the reason I say that, I want to draw attention to that because Tiger is a famous celebrity. He may be the world's biggest celebrity for all I know. I think everybody in the world knows who he is. And that's great for him. I couldn't begin to imagine what it's like to be Tiger Woods. But what I can imagine is that Tiger's had experiences or thoughts, beliefs, questions, doubts, things that he'd like to talk about with someone that he trusts, but not necessarily that he wants his mom to know about, or maybe his kids, or maybe his fans. So Tiger needs to come in and be able to talk and not worry about being judged. So it's a good idea for a coach to be able to create a judgment-free safe zone. And that's what I offer to all of my clients. And then in Tiger's case, as I was saying, that he wanted to be able to talk about things that he doesn't want other people to know about. And so he needs somebody that he could trust, kind of like a take it to the grave thing. And that's what I would offer. Another trait is that Tiger was raised by a strong father, and Tiger was raised to be tough. And so was I. My dad was a real hard ass, and he raised me to be tough. And of course, I didn't like it. I wasn't happy about it. But now that I'm a man, I'm glad that he did. So I'm with Tiger on that one. And then Tiger's got the strong work ethic, so he needs the same from the people that are on his team. And I have a strong work ethic, and I've always been a hard worker my whole life. And one of the things I've learned is the harder you work, the more likely you are to get the results that you want. So in Tiger's case, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't put in the effort, then you don't deserve to win. So I share Tiger's sentiment on that. I know Tiger's willing to put in the work. And as his coach, I want to help him do that. And the last trait I wanted to mention is that Tiger's dad was in the military, and so was Butch Harmon. And so those are two really prominent people in Tiger's life. And I was in the military myself. So I'm not a combat veteran, but I was in the military, so I know a lot about how the military works, and leadership, and team building, and weapons, and ordnance, and you name it. So I've been there, done that. So I have the military background. And the one other thing I wanted to mention about traits, it's not really a trait, but my middle name is Earl. So I read all of Tiger's books about the relationship that he had with his dad. And I don't know much about Tiger's dad from the first-hand experience. And I don't want to judge his dad. But I know his name was Earl. And I've had that name my whole life. I've been lugging it around, Earl. And it hasn't really had any significance. I was named after my uncle. So I just got his name by default. And I asked my grandma how he got that name. And she said, oh, we just picked it out of a book. So my whole life, my middle name has been Earl, and I've never really attached any significance to it. But now that I've read all of the books about Tiger and his dad, if I ever had the chance to work with Tiger, my middle name is Earl, and I would like to attach a little bit of significance to that. Okay, so these are the traits, and I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I think they're all important. I think they're meaningful, and if you're following along here, then you're drawing the conclusion that I would like to be Tiger Woods' coach, and indeed I would. Now, I'm not saying I'm the only golf coach out there. I'm not saying I'm the best golf coach out there, but I am saying that I'm unique, and no one can bring coaching to Team Tiger like I could bring it. So I would like to be Tiger's coach, and that's why I'm making this video. So I want the word to get out there that I believe Tiger can beat Jack's record at the majors. I believe Tiger could be the undisputed greatest golfer of all time, and I would be honored to have the opportunity to be on Team Tiger and help make it happen. And I'd much rather be on the team and help get the results than sit on the sidelines and hope for the best. So there you have it. Tiger Woods needs to have a great coach, and I'd love to be that coach. I'd like to be on Team Tiger and help him get the results that he needs to beat Jack's record at the majors. Again, I want to thank you for watching. I encourage you to post your questions and comments below. I read all of them. And in closing, I just want to say that my name is Ken Holloway, and I'm not just another golf coach, but I'm your golf coach buddy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.